Welcome back, mummies. Don't you look well? Have you lost a little bit of weight? Well, welcome to Mummy Shape School TV. I'm Lisa Barwise, the creator of Mummy Shape School, where kids are the reason, not the excuse, and where time, tiredness, and temptation are easily overcome with tips and solutions to help you to get the body and the lifestyle that you love. So, what are we covering today? Breakfast. The most difficult meal of the day for most mummies, and 3 suggestions for fat loss and fat burning breakfast ideas. Let's go. Okay, mummies, this one's a little bit tricky for me because I need to be able to show you some cooked breakfast ideas that can also kind of double up as snacks. So we're going to try to do a bench and cooker related video for you today. So it's a challenge for me and I'm up for the challenge. So let's get on with it. So the 3 fat loss and fat burning recipes I have for you, we're starting with number 1. Okay, so I want to let you know about the protein pancake. Now this one is awesome. Okay, so what we use in this one, really, very simply, bananas. These ones, to be honest, are a little bit green to my liking. I prefer them to be a little bit more spotty and brown, but hey, you gotta go with the bananas you got, right? A spoonful of the Juice Plus Complete Vanilla, which is a protein powder. You may have one that you prefer. This is the Rolls Royce of all raw vegan protein powders that also has a bucket load of antioxidants in it with fruit and vegetable powders. It rocks. So we're gonna have that vanilla flavor and 1 egg. That's it. Now, it's very simply made. It's the cooking process that you kind of have to get down right. But let's get started, okay? So we're going to use my friend here, Mr. NutriBullet, and just put it in a, I prefer just to use the NutriBullet to squish up the bananas. You could probably do it with a fork, but hey, that's way too much effort for me. So just peel your 2 bananas, put them into a little pot like this. There we go. This one here. Okay, and like that. And then you basically just want to squish it so that it's into like a banana paste, I suppose is the best way. So here we go. Perfect. It's like a big banana paste there, okay? So then get yourself a bowl. It doesn't have to be a big bowl. I'll just grab myself a spoon. You want to get all the lovely goodness around the blades as well. It kind of goes in an interesting texture. This pancake works really well if you like cooked bananas. If you've ever had, you know, banana in your curries before, which I would recommend, banana on pizza, which I would also recommend. If you've had banana fritters, maybe at a Chinese, deep fried banana, yeah, okay. It is really lovely. It also helps because there's a little bit of a sweetness with the banana. If you want to feel a bit cravey, you can have that. I've actually had this as a snack before, after workouts and stuff like that. So there you go. You can see that there's a good gooped amount of stuff in there. Then crack 1 egg into that. I'm going to put that shell over here. There we go. And get yourself a scoop of this wonderful vegan protein powder. And then it's really simply just mixed together. So it's gonna be, you know, quite a runny consistency, a bit like batter, like pancake batter, but not, because it's really, you know, the protein powder is the only thing that's powder in here, so it's really kind of goopy. The bananas make it quite sticky, and cooking it is a challenge, but I promise you it'll be worth it because it tastes, oh my God, so amazing. Okay, so bananas, let me tell you about the good things about bananas. Full of potassium, full of good fiber, sweet if you like the idea of something sweet just to, you know, to fill you up. And then you've got the protein in here too. So it's really quite a good post-workout snack as well. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So it does look like a batter, you can see that. So we're going to cook this off and I'm going to cut over to using my little wonderful selfie stick to do kind of the cooking so you can see how easy or not easy it is to flip it. and how you could cook it and the consistency that you want to get. And then I will put the finished product up on my website at mummyshapeschool.com for you to see the finished one. But that basically is breakfast number 1 of the Fat Loss Easy Breakfast for Mummies. Okay? Okay, welcome to Selfie Stick Cam to show you about how we're going to cook off these wonderful protein banana pancakes. Okay? So, if you just want to see in the pan, let me see if I can get you in the right shot. There we go. In the pan, we have got I have literally just done a ladle full of the pancake mixture, and in there is just a normal kind of non-stick pan with a good amount of coconut oil, okay? Now, the key thing with this is that it does burn quite easily. You can start to see it going around the edges, and it's really important to try to twist it and flip it, there we go, as best we can. But that's kind of the consistency that it comes out. Looks like a pancake, smells divine, and I can't wait to gobble it up. I have to tell you, I cannot wait to eat it all. So that's us. Just be very careful that you keep it on like a medium heat, because the coconut oil especially does smoke very quickly. But I will show you guys a photo on the website later on to see what it looks like before I gobble it up, of course. That's just one of the Fat Loss breakfasts that you can try. Let's check out the others. So this is Fat Loss breakfast number 2, and this one's a really simple, easy one if you only have a limited amount of time, and some things that you can prepare in advance. It's also gluten-free, well, it's wheat-free. It may not be gluten-free because we are using a rye-based product, but it's good for getting the amount of good fats that you need, but also lovely protein as well. So it's a really good, quick on-the-go one. You may need to eat again mid-morning because it's not that filling. However, it is really good. So we are looking at Ryvita. Now, Ryvita, love it or hate it, it has so many different uses for me, being wheat-free, and I can eat rye, and rye doesn't affect me in the same way other gluten-based products would, so it works really well. If you didn't like the texture of this, but I love the texture of the cracker bread, you could also use a rye bread that you can get, which is like a sprouted bread. It's a black bread. It's awesome for this same process as well. And the other thing that you'll need is olive oil and some salt. You could also do this with a dairy-free spread. You could potentially do this with coconut oil if you like. Personally, I like it with the olive oil with what we're trying to do. And then all you need is, and I would boil a lot of these quite regularly, a boiled egg that's just finely sliced. So basically what you're doing, and again this works for a snack as well later in the day, I'm a great believer that breakfast is the best meal of the day that can last the whole day. So just get your cracker, put your thumb over an olive oil bottle and just give it a little bit of a sprinkle. So you've got your good fats just to help it, in terms of the chewing process. Then what I would do is also, pop that back on, I would put salt directly onto the cracker itself, and then just get the slices of egg onto the cracker. This is actually one of my favorite snacks. So you've got like a really good texture plus the protein. You've got the salt to work with the egg, and that's basically it. You can add a little bit more salt and pepper. It's a great snack on the go. You're getting a little bit of carbs, slow release carbs in there from a really good source. And you've got the eggs. It's a really good, quick, rushed, out the door, boil ahead of time egg breakfast for mummies. Fat Loss breakfast number 3 is my personal favorite. As you know, I pretty much have smoothies every morning for breakfast, and this one I love even more because it's a chocolate smoothie. So if you're feeling that you need a little bit of chocolate energy, if you're like me and you love the chocolate but you don't want the sugar element of it, this is a perfect way to get that feeling of chocolate but without the massive spike in sugar and the glycemic index, because this is slow releasing. Awesome. Okay, as with always, we are doing this with our lovely NutriBullet. We love the NutriBullet because it's so easy to use. It's heavy duty. You can grind things in it, you can mush things in it, and you can make the smoothies in it. So we are starting with unsweetened almond milk. Very important to pick an unsweetened non-dairy milk. You could choose rice milk, which is a little bit sweeter. Soy milk if you want, though I prefer the nut milk myself. An unsweetened version, again, to cut back on that sugar, the hidden sugars that are everywhere. So I would add a good glug of that. If you're measuring it, it's about, I don't know, 200-300 mils, but I just add a good glug. Now, other things you can add in here, which I don't have today, would be you could add, I also have a coconut milk, which is kind of nice for the taste. Add coconut water for extra. Personally, I don't like the taste of the processed coconut waters that you can get, and sometimes I can't be bothered to open up my own coconut. So I would add the coconut water into something like this so I don't get the strong taste. So you can add those in there as well. I would also add coconut oil into this as well, just a big dollop of that. And then pick your favorite nut butter. As you know, my favorites are, the peanut butter, which I love, though it's not so good for me in large quantities, and the cashew butter, which rocks as well. So we're going to use the cashew butter today. And again, how much should go in here? Probably about a dessert spoonful. She says, getting out her dessert spoon. Okay, so you're talking about that amount in there for the protein. So slip that in there. And cashew butter is lovely because it's very creamy tasting. It can be quite sweet. Kids will love this. In fact, this is a recipe that Josh would enjoy too. I use, the star of the show, as always, is our Juice Plus Complete Raw Vegan greens are in here. So you're starting your day every day with your greens. You're starting your day with protein. You want to use a full scoop of this. No half measures here. I had to do it in 2 goes. And adding something like a chia seed. This one's nearly done. I have a new full packet over there. Chia seeds, so good for your omega-3 protein and fiber. It's just an amazing superfood as well. So I would add those in. It's really good for fiber, keeping you regular. I mean, this shake really does a lot for your digestive system, for energy. It's just awesome. That's why I have it every day. Now, the other thing that you can add, if you are indeed an extra chocolate fan like me, and I've actually run out, is add in raw cacao powder. So a raw cacao powder that's not got any sugar in it, not the cocoa powders that you make your hot chocolates with, but will give you that wonderful chocolatey kick that you need. Maybe take off the craving elements, because I actually like the taste of chocolate, but you're still getting it all benefits but without the sugar. It's also a great antioxidant in itself. So you put our lid on here. Oh, make sure it's tight. And we'll zizzer up. And that basically is a perfect on-the-go breakfast, and why I always add it in to any of our plans, because mummies love it. It's fat loss, it's chocolate. I'm going to drink it. Tastes absolutely amazing. My Josh loves it. He would have that most mornings with me. It's a win-win-win. So that's 3 easy, fast, rapido fat loss breakfasts that you mummies can try. Taking only a couple of minutes, but you can find which ones that work for you. Maybe shake it up if you don't want to have a shake every morning. I mean, I love the smoothie. I have it every single day, but sometimes that's not for everybody. You can try the other ones out and see what works for you. So if you enjoyed this video today, please like and share it with your friends. Share it on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Twitter, whatever your social media addiction. Comment below if you make any of these wonderful things. I can't wait to hear what you think about them. And make sure you come back to Mummy Shape School TV. You can subscribe to our channel for lots of tips and advice. We help mummies to overcome those excuses so they can get the body and lifestyle that they love. See all of these recipes over at mummyshapeschool.com, and I look forward to seeing you next week.